The Safford Bulldogs traveled to the den of the Sabino Sabercats on Friday night for a battle to see who would be crowned the 3A South Region champs. This highlight video is brought to you in part by Kempton Chevrolet, your straight shooting dealer in the Gila Valley since 1986. Come on down and see what we can do for you. Sabino started off by moving the ball through the air with a pass from AJ Skaggs to Diego Armijo. Sabino then had an advantage on the sideline, and Skaggs found Armijo again for a first down. The Bulldogs defense stepped up, however, and Samuel Tobias introduced himself to Skaggs with the quarterback sack. On the next play, Skaggs hit Sam Valenzuela for a first down, but Christian Smith knocked the ball out, and Dylan Durrell was Johnny on the spot to recover the fumble for the Bulldogs. Safford began moving the ball downfield with a couple of hard runs by Robert White, who stepped up and played more minutes due to the suspension of CJ Scrivener for the game. Duro showed that he can do it with his legs as well, and the quarterback set the Bulldogs up with a 1st and goal from the 7. Tobias then punched it in from there, and the Bulldogs were up 7-0 with 2:45 left in the opening quarter. Safford's smothering defense forced the Sabercats back into the air, and the Cats obliged on 3rd and 3 with a pass out to Valenzuela for a first down. However, an errant snap a couple plays later pushed the Sabercats back into a 3rd down and long. At the start of the second quarter, Armijo gets behind the Safford secondary, but Justin Torrio makes a great play on the ball to tip away what would have been a touchdown pass. Sabino came right back with a jet sweep on the ground, which was the only running play that really worked for them all night long. On 3rd and 1 from the 27, Skaggs dropped back to pass, and Armijo tipped the ball to himself for the circus catch to give Sabino 1st and goal from the 2. Ken Blackman then punched it in for the TD, but the extra point was no good, and Safford still led 7-6. Safford came back through the air, and Duro showed his passing prowess with a 34-yard toss to Tobias to set up 1st and goal from the 10. On 3rd and goal from the 1, Duro seemingly takes it in for the score, but the ref called a false start on Brennan Gerardo, who gives a little bob up and down in his stance before the ball is snapped. So, on 3rd and goal from the 6, Tobias punches it in for the TD, but there's the yellow hanky again, and Safford is flagged for holding. On 3rd and goal from the 16, Duros can't find anyone open and is sacked for a loss. Torrio then came in for a 42-yard field goal try, and the kick is online, but just a little short. The Bulldogs went into halftime up by 1, 7-6. At Austin's Auto Advantage in Safford, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. From tires and oil changes to all sorts of auto and motorcycle repair, one stop is all you need to take care of your family's vehicle. That's Austin's Auto Advantage in Safford. At the start of the 3rd quarter, the Bulldogs steal a possession when Christian Smith recovered Torrio's onside kick. On the very next play, it looks like Duros is about to be sacked, but he somehow gets the ball away off his back foot and drops it right over the shoulder of Torrio for a 31-yard gain to set up 1st and goal from the 3. Tobias hopped into the end zone on the next play, and Safford was up 14-6. After Safford forced a 3 and out, Eduardo Ogaz showed off his running skills and followed his blockers around the right side for a nice 1st down pickup. Tobias then took the counter up the middle, and they're not gonna catch him as he goes 40 yards to put the Bulldogs up 21-6. Tobias then showed off his speed on defense as well as he came out of nowhere to sack Skaggs for the loss. Sabino fought back, however, and Skaggs found Armijo open over the middle again to make up the yardage. Later on that same drive, the duo hooked up again, this time as Armijo danced on the sidelines for a 1st down. Michael Masunas then came out of the backfield and nabbed a one-handed catch to give Sabino a 1st down in the red zone. However, on 4th and 1 from the 2, Skaggs runs into Gerardo, and the Sabercats turn the ball over on downs after a 9-minute drive yielded 0 points. In the 4th quarter, Sabino again mounted a comeback with Skaggs hitting receivers over the middle time after time. In between passes over the middle, we have our Jared Garcia hit of the game. Take a listen to those pads pop. Skaggs then went back into the air over the middle and found his man for a big pickup into the red zone. However, Skaggs went once too many times to the well over the middle, and Durrell is there for the big interception to give the ball back to the Bulldogs and end the threat. Ogaz then put the nail in the coffin as he headed to the right, shrugged off a tackle, and he took it upfield, and he's at the 30, the 20, the 10, all the way for a 55-yard TD as the Bulldogs shock the Sabercats on senior night 28-6 and take home the coveted 3A South Region crown.
I was following a ball that you threw early in the second half. I think it was to Torrio. And I was trying to keep up with it, but I was like, I don't need to keep up with this one. He's not gonna. Holy crap, he caught it. What a pass.
Yeah. I mean, on that play, we drew it up in this at halftime. And I mean, coach told me half roll, look backside, throw it early, let him run under it. And I mean, it's coaching. I mean, we respect our coaches so much where we know what they're talking about. And I mean, I just threw it up because I believe in my teammates. So.
Well, you guys ran the ball all over him tonight, mostly 5 yards at a clip, but you also threw the ball more tonight than I saw in the past.
Yes, sir. I mean, every team knows now that we're a strong running team. I mean, hands off to my linemen. My linemen they've been improving a lot over the weeks, and I mean, without them, I don't think this is really possible. But we became a real brotherhood lately, and I mean, I don't think that'll ever change. So. I mean, with the passing, we just thought it would catch them off guard and they wouldn't expect anything. I love my brothers. I mean, without them, none of this would be possible. I love the sport, and I mean, we're gonna make a run.
You yourself on the defensive side got an interception and a fumble recovery. You come out here, 3A South Region champs. How does that feel?
It kind of hasn't hit yet. It'll hit tomorrow during the selection show. So just to see where we're at, and then just to realize, we did something that hasn't been done in quite some time. How long it's been, 20 plus years. So, it'll feel good this weekend for sure.
Defense was, again, super tough today. You guys haven't allowed points all year long. You pitched a shutout again here in the second half, 28-6. How did you manage to keep them off the board?
All credit goes to coaching. All credit goes to coaching. We came in. I'll be honest, I was a little frustrated at the team, at myself, because we allowed 6 points on the board in the first quarter, or in the first half, and usually that doesn't happen with us. So, and we didn't have that many points. So coach came in, calmed us down, said, hey, we're not going to change a whole lot. So just go and play ball. So all credit goes to coaching.
2 goal line stands, shutout in the second half. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to say to your teammates or fans who are watching?
I love my mama and I love my friends.
You lose your starting tailback. Your other stud running back, Tobias, gets hurt. And then you just come back and do a 55-yard run by Ogas to seal the game. How are you guys feeling now?
Yeah, our kids just, they come from hard-working, blue-collared, good families. And it shows. Next man up, hey, we're going to dig a trench and we're going to dig it right. It doesn't matter who's digging. We're going to dig it. So our linemen block real well. Our running backs run hard. Our coaches coach very well. I got a great coaching staff. I mean, it's, I'm very, very fortunate. I got a great AD. Life is pretty good right now. It's actually it's not a very complicated game plan. If we get our kids lined up correctly and they're confident of what's going on and they play hard and fast, then we have a chance. If you're confused and you don't understand what's going on and you're not lined up correctly, you can't play fast. So that's old school football that I've grown up with and that I know is line up and play fast.
Safford will next host Sabino in the first round of the 3A state playoffs on Friday night. Reporting from Tucson for the Gila Herald, I'm John Johnson.